Well, I love the freedom in Berlin.
The diversity.
That moment when the sun comes out and the whole city changes.
The space it gives you.
One always finds something surprising, something unexpected, and something you probably won't find in any other city in the world.
The unfriendly people in Berlin.
Well, yeah, the Berliners, they have a strange type of humor, very direct and very nice.
You know, to feel free.
The air.
Well, that's good. Die Berliner Luft.
Die Berliner Luft.
For me right now, and a big part of making this film was to document almost like a time capsule the Berlin that I've known over the last 10 years.
When we were shown this interesting experiment, we thought we have to be part of this and made it our third Audi Zeitgeist project.
Great music, it's Berlin, it's depicting how life it is today, or a slice of life, how it is today.
I really liked the original, and I liked how, I definitely thought it was a real challenge to have a crack at, creating a kind of time capsule.
And become a bit more personal with the citizens or the participants in that city, showing a little bit more about their integration or interaction with the city.
Most of the people who are coming here are here because of the culture and of all what happens in the underground and in high culture.
So I think it's becoming a little more serious and more professional without losing its exciting sides.
It's always surprising. It's very diverse from wherever you are. If you're in Schöneberg or in Lichtenrade or wherever, it's everywhere. It's different.
Yeah, well, I think that's part of the charm in Berlin, that there's this second layers and the third layers behind the glossy front or something,
Berlin is like an old smoking woman who likes to drink, don't need much sleep, and still looks okay after all the years of partying.
You can do whatever you want and try out. You can try yourself, and this is I think a freedom that you don't have in other cities like that.
I think there are also a lot of people really lonely in the city, and it can also be a really tough city also. Not everything is sunshine in here.
Behind the image that Berlin is conveying, I see a lot of people working hard, in culture or entertainment. They're working hard to also, maybe not consciously, but they are keeping this image up.
I think that constant influx of new minds and new energy and new perspectives and people coming to discover that freedom and not exploiting it but using it, to create new things is what's actually very, very interesting about that Berlin.
I think the Symphony of Now is a great example of a combination of trying new things in film and actually trying new things also in audio and music.
Right from the beginning we knew that we would, at least structurally, make a film identical to the original, which means that we would have the same length, first act, second act, third act, fourth and fifth.
So this set the precedent for our concept by pushing the time frame into the evening and showing a 12-hour block from sunset to sunrise.
We kind of looked into the original acts a bit more and kind of looked what kind of themes were in there, and then we kind of translated those themes into the night.
Composing the soundtrack based on the old film and then giving that soundtrack to the director to edit his new images upon that soundtrack. Almost literally, I'm hearing the echo of the old film, but still having the freedom to create something totally new.
Because we ask ourselves the same question, what is Berlin? Because Cologne is pretty obvious what it sounds like, but what is Berlin sounding like?
For me, the sound of Berlin is, of course, noise, I would say.
I think it's the city where like minimal techno works. It's probably the only place where it works.
I should probably say techno, but I hope it's not only techno.
Very diverse. It could be, you know, urban music to electronic music. And
the sound of Berlin is the water. There's so much water. It's a jackhammer.
Traffic and industry noise mixed with some electronic bleeps and bass, and all mingles up to an eclectic beat that's kicking.
You know, Walter Ruttmann, like, that was his idea, you know, to make a symphonic film, you know, to make a film with music.
Choosing the musicians for the theme was actually a bit spontaneous because the whole soundtrack is improvised, because you have to do music for the whole movie. It's not like just having a theme here and there. It's really like you drive the movie, basically.
It was like kind of an improv a little.
I was just about to say, and then we improvised basically.
Yeah.
Say, okay, let's just imagine we start this movie part now. We looked at the old movie, and then we just went for it. It was like three little life sets.
It's like playing a game.
Well, from the beginning, I started to be a musician was to work out of the moment and to let it grow by itself. To do it for this film was different because there were the pictures.
so we were pretty much jamming.
There's not really a time to go home in Berlin. That's the thing. That's why everybody wants to come here.
For me, as a father, in the morning, I think it's time to go home.
I don't know. When you said what you had to say, I guess go home.
When I'm tired.
In Berlin only? I think never. It's a city, it's all 24 hours a week.